What happens when faith is distorted, when truth is twisted, when the gospel is manipulated? In the annals of history, there have been many who have attempted to alter the sacred, to shift the precepts of faith. One such tale is that of a man, a former persecutor of the faith, who once tried to annihilate the very essence he later came to uphold. He was a man unknown to the churches of Judea, a man who had journeyed through the regions of Syria and Cilicia, a man who had heard the call of the grace of Christ only to see others desert it for a different gospel, a false gospel. Such were the troubling times where distortion of the holy gospel was rampant. Yet this man stood firm, for he knew, even if an angel from heaven should preach a gospel contrary to the one he knew, they were under a curse that echoed his words, his warnings against those who preached a gospel contrary to the one they received. A curse against false prophets, those who appeared in sheep's clothing but were ravening wolves within. This man was not swayed by the words of others, not even by a prophet who claimed an angel had spoken to him. He knew the word of the Lord, for he had been told, "You must not eat bread or drink water there or return by the way you came." His heart was not far from God, for he knew that those who draw near to God with their mouths yet have hearts far from him, their worship is but rules taught by men. His journey was not for the approval of men but of God, for he was not a servant of Christ if he sought to please men. His gospel was not devised by man, it was not taught to him by man, nor did he receive it from any man. His gospel was a revelation from Jesus Christ. He was a man who had once persecuted the church of God and tried to destroy it, who had zealously followed the traditions of his fathers. But when God, who set him apart from his mother's womb and called him by his grace, was pleased to reveal his Son in him, he began to preach him among the Gentiles. His path led him to Arabia and later to Damascus, then after 3 years to Jerusalem to confer with Cephas. He saw none of the other apostles except James, the Lord's brother. He was an apostle, sent not from men nor by man, but by Jesus Christ and God the Father, who raised him from the dead. Yet, even he was not immune to deception. The old prophet lied to him, and he went back. He ate bread in his house and drank water. Despite the word of the Lord, despite the commandment, he defied it. In summary, this tale is a stark reminder of the perils of distorting the gospel, of the dangers of false prophets, and the importance of staying true to the word of the Lord. It is a story of faith, of truth, and of the power of revelation. It is a testament to the strength of the Spirit and the ceaseless pursuit of divine approval. It is an enduring message to all, to hold steadfast in the face of deception and to remain faithful to the gospel.